Yeah, it's your boy Y1, and you tuned in to Underground Radar. I was literally in the middle of just, promoting my last project, Finally Original, and I just got this call. I got a call from a good homie out in Cali, shout out to the Marines. You know what I mean? And he was like, yo, I see where you going, Gave me an opportunity. He was like, yo, we're going to get you out here. We're going to support you and fund you to get out here. We're going to pay for your ticket. And we just going to let you take Finally Original to the masses. We just going to let it spread out. You know what I mean? You've been getting your buzz out, but we need to spread it further. So I was like, all right, quit my job, you know what I mean? And just packed my stuff up and I left. And like the whole different experience out there, maybe just say, man, fuck promoting this shit. I'm about to write some new shit. You know what I mean? And everything was an inspiration from getting off the plane, people I met, and just the lifestyle that came with the whole situation of this new opportunity. And instead of it being like, it became recreational, just filling out the scenes and learning stuff, but then it recreated me as an artist. So it's recreation and recreation at the same time. It's recreation at the beginning, recreation at the end. Woo! I was literally trying to find good producers that I don't know. So I hollered at a good friend from thecavi.com, and she just linked me up with. She showed me some of the interviews of people that she interviewed, and she's like, I think this guy would be good for you. You know what I mean? I think you should link up with him. He real dope. Called him up, and I told him what I wanted. And this is like one of the only producers I know that just did everything 100% how I wanted it, from across the phone through voice notes and Skypes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So shout out to Lex for making a banging beat from across the coast. I got a lot of good producers. I got starting off with the home stretch. Like I got Piz Corleone. He definitely started off the project right and put it in a good position. And then you had people like a good friend of mine I always respected in the game. He's like my personal friend, but he's like a Jay Dilla to me. His name is Jay Talbane. I reached out to him. I've known him for years. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, it's time. You know what I mean? I reached out to him from a while back. I was like, yo, it's time. Let's work together. And I worked with him before I left. Got some beats constructed, and then he was sending stuff through me through the internet, just revising stuff. I actually produced something on my album this time. I felt a little inspired, excited. I threw a little something. I did a little razzle dazzle, I got Young Scrap. From out Cali. As far as any other features, I actually got like close people, people that I actually interacted through life, doing little cameos and little voiceovers and stuff like that. Sending, just saying that I appreciate you for supporting me. Like a diehard fan is doing a voiceover on one of my tracks, and she is elated. You know what I mean? Like, like I had a couple of poems that fans had wrote to me and stuff like that. I incorporated that in the album. You know what I mean? To give it a different feel, to show that I listen. I hear your voice. You know what I mean? So that was definitely one of the a sidebar feature. But as far as everything else, I think Young Scrap is like the only feature I have. You know what I mean? I just wanted to show that, like this was a whole experience by myself, but the people that were in the circle still inspired the track, so I definitely had to get a Cali native. You know what I mean? So shout out to Young Scrap. This is Underground Radar, and we all start somewhere.